Is it world-renowned director and scriptwriter Nuala Maunder? Why, yes it is. Today we are going to be taking a deep dive into my brain and my first play, Alpha, a play about the 12 Greek Olympians. You, my friends, are in for an epic treat. So sit back, relax, and prepare for the rest of your life.
Need any help, Hermes?
Zeus! The man! My man! How are you?
I think you know exactly how I am. May I ask what you're doing?
Me, I'm, tidying up. Yeah, just tidying up.
Do you take me for a fool? But I have known you your whole life and I have never once seen you clean.
Well, a god can learn new tricks, right?
Tricks is certainly right. Hermes, I'm calling a meeting of the gods. Something very important has come up. I need you to gather them all.
Oh, you mean right now? Yeah, no worries. I'll gather them straight away.
Hermes, you do realize I know everything that happens on this mountain. For example, if a god were to send out all the wrong letters to the wrong people, and then he tried to hide his mistake.
Who would do that? What a stupid thing to do. Oh, listen, Zeus, it wasn't me. I don't know who it was, but I swear
But I don't want to hear it, Hermes. Do what I've asked so I can figure out just how much damage you've caused.
Hey, what's happening?
Right, Zeus, what are we actually doing? Because I didn't have time. Honestly, I'm pretty busy and it's just
Okay, can you settle down, please? Who are we waiting for?
Dionysus and Hades, neither of which will come. Oh, it appears your wife hasn't bothered to show up either.
I don't think she'll make it, actually. She was feeling rather unwell this morning.
What a shame we're not all here. I just love to see all my family.
No, but I bet Dionysus is passed out in a ditch somewhere and Hades refuses to come to any of your meetings.
Thank goodness for that.
Of course. Okay, we'll begin then. I'm sure you all know why you're here. Some of your letters have been sent to the wrong people, and unfortunately, some of them were not meant to be seen.
It's been crazy. Loving the energy in the room, by the way.
Thanks.
No problem, Zeusy Boosy. We gather here on Mount Olympus, where we all bear to witness to the meeting Zeus is called. Luckily, I am not bald.
Oh, beautiful, Apollo.
Thanks, buddy.
Can we get back to the letters?
Certainly. There obviously has been a massive blunder somewhere along the line.
Blunder. Great word. So many rhymes. Blunder, wonder, under. I should write this down.
Oh my days! Look, we all know it was Hermes, innit? Can we just like feed him to the bulls or something and just move on?
Okay, we're not doing any of that. In any case, we don't know that it was Hermes who mixed up the letters.
We don't. I mean, we don't. Nah, we don't.
We need to figure out who got what letters to see if there's a pattern. Okay, so who was sent the wrong letter?
I was.
What? Sis? You never said you were sent a letter.
It was from Apollo, and it was for one of her muses, Calliope.
What? Artemis, you never said anything. I hope it wasn't too dirty.
I'm not speaking to you, you filthy, vile snake.
Oh, you must have really fucked up, bruv.
Shut up, Aries. There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong! I know what you've done, Apollo.
Hey, bruv, I ain't never seen it that mad at you, you know.
Shut up, man.
Look, I mean, there's civil rivalry and then there's...
Sid, shut up!
Apollo, calm down. Aries, keep out of it.
Honestly, you men, I'll never understand your need for violence.
Oh, I think you understand men just fine.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
No, obviously she doesn't, otherwise she wouldn't have asked.
Well, what a surprise. The gormless soldier sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong.
Gorm? Gorm? What, hey, what did you call me?
Gormless. It means foolish.
Oh, Gorm. Hey, bruv, what?
Stop it! Aries, one more word from you and you'll be punished. Now can we get on with it, please? Artemis, you were telling us about the letter you received.
Yes. I got this letter from Apollo. I knew it wasn't meant for me, but I thought I could tease her with whatever the letter was about. I just didn't expect. Sorry. It's just horrific.
Can we talk about this in private, please?
Your time, Artemis.
Thank you. I'm sure you all remember Orion.
But that ugly giant you used to insist on spending time with. How could I forget?
Aphrodite.
Right, sorry.
Please.
Orion was not an ugly giant. He was a giant, but not an ugly one. He was an incredible soul. The only man I've ever loved.
Dramatic?
The only man I'll ever love.
Dramatic?
Everyone knew how much I loved him. Everyone, including Apollo. I probably talked his ear off about Orion. I thought he was happy for me. So when I read the letter, I couldn't believe what I was reading. One evening, Apollo challenged me to an archery competition. She picked a rock in the middle of the lake and told me there was no way I could hit it. Apollo and I have competitions like that all the time, so I didn't think anything of it. I thought she chose the rock at random. Obviously not. I shot the arrow, and of course I hit it. But what I didn't expect was the rock to cry out in pain. I swam out to the rock and realized it was a person, not a rock. And not a person, but a giant. My giant. I tried to save him, but... Apollo seemed so off after it happened. I thought she was just devastated about it. I reassured her that it wasn't her fault. I grieved Orion for months. I'm still grieving him. But I wasn't mad at Apollo because there's no way she could have known, right? Well, she did know. And not only did she know, she planned the whole thing. She wanted me to kill Orion.
Artemis, please.
No, Apollo. There is nothing you can say that will make this better.
Apollo, why on earth would you do such a thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I was jealous. You were never meant to find out.
Apollo, if you were going to set up your twin to kill her lover, you could have at least have a reason.
That's your issue.
Come on. We've all killed people we shouldn't have. There's no reason to act so surprised.
I'm sure that isn't what Artemis wants to hear right now.
I didn't set up a plot to kill her lover.
Shut up! This is all Hermes' fault anyway. If he hadn't sent out all our letters to the wrong people, no one would know anything.
Hermes didn't trick me into killing Orion. You did. I would have found out eventually.
Thank you, Artemis. And I'm sorry for your loss, by the way.
It wasn't my idea. Gaia talked me into it.
Oh, please. There's no way a Titan would care about Artemis and Orion's relationship enough to get involved. You're only making things look worse for yourself.
It's true.
Enough! Whatever your reasons, be they true or false, you're still guilty. Or do you deny that too?
No, but...
Oh my god, can we just move on with this, man? I'm bored.
Oh no. Better obey the toddler before he throws a temper tantrum.
Okay, seriously, bruv, what is your problem?
I'm sure we'll get to it.
I don't know why either of you are acting so childish. But can't you see that Artemis is heartbroken? Don't be so selfish.
Thank you, Athena. I want Apollo to be punished, however you see fit.
He will be, I promise. But before that, we need to sort through the rest of the letters.
I understand.
Who else had a letter they'd like to share?
Might as well get this over with. As I said, I got a letter.
You don't have to share if you don't want to, Hephaestus. This isn't a sharing circle. There's no feeling stick you have to hold.
I think it's better if I just read the letter verbatim. To my bangin' aphrodisiac. That's bangin' with no G, by the way. When are you free next to bone? I hear your husband is staying on Mount Olympus for the week. I wish he would just accept that no one wants to see his gross face and stay in that volcano forever. I still can't believe he thinks you actually love him. Everyone knows we've been fucking for years. I guess no one likes him enough to tell him. Ha ha. Anyway, let me know when you're free. We could probably have sex in front of him and he wouldn't notice. Thinking of your tits always, your beast, Aries.
Oh, I don't know why you're all looking so shocked for. Like I said in the letter, you all already knew, fam.
So you aren't even going to try and deny it?
How could he? Who else would write a letter as vulgar as that?
Call it what you want, but it still works, innit?
To be fair...
Did every one of you know that this was happening?
It's more shocking that you didn't know. Neither one of them are sneaky, devious, or even clever.
Who cares about being clever when you're the world's most beautiful being? And I am devious. I started the Trojan War.
That wasn't devious. That was just stupid. And you lost. Not exactly something to brag about. Honestly. Hephaestus, how didn't you know?
Are you really blaming me? Me? I'm the one whose wife cheated on him for years, apparently, while you sat back and did nothing.
Oh, please. I don't know why you care. We have nothing in common. I only married you because Zeus forced me to. Oh, did he not? Oh, honestly, it's so hard to keep up with all the secrets and lies. I'm actually quite happy we're airing this stuff out.
What do you mean you only married me because Zeus forced you to?
Well, I don't remember.
I can't keep any more secrets. Zeus forced me to marry you after what happened with Hera.
I remember that. You changed her to the throne. Hilarious stuff.
Why did you chain Hera to the throne?
Let's not relive this.
Because when I was born, Hera thought I was too ugly to live here. So she threw me off Mount Olympus.
Oh, harsh.
It was harsh. So I made some unbreakable chains and, well, you know the rest. Zeus begged me to take them off, but I refused. Then she told me that she could set me up with Aphrodite. I didn't believe her at first, but I thought there was no way she'd... But then she agreed to marry me. I didn't question it too much. I know what I look like. I thought maybe my luck was changing.
Oh, Hephaestus.
Zeus said if I didn't marry Hephaestus, he would take away my powers and my beauty. I couldn't let that happen.
And why does that not surprise me?
I didn't think I'd actually have to spend time with him. I thought it would just be a title.
Aphrodite, don't be so heartless. You may not have any, but he has feelings.
I have feelings. Just not ugly ones. And I'm just glad I don't have to pretend anymore.
Only you would be glad that your secret love affair was outed.
You shut it! It's all your fault we're in this mess.
I'm not the one who made your wife cheat on you, bud.
Awfully cheeky for someone who we could replace with a letterbox.
That's not true.
Oh, it is. In fact, we'd all be better off without you and your stupid tricks and the inability to do your job properly.
Hephaestus, get back in your box.
Well, you useless little toad. I should burn you right where you stand.
Thank you. Now, we still need to deal with this whole cheating debacle.
I think the best course of action would be to cut off Ares' penis.
No, allow that thing, fam. No, not my dick, bro. No.
Weren't you the one who was advocating for Hermes to be fed to some boars? I thought you'd be overjoyed with a bit of violence.
Yeah, not with my own dick's actually.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucked my wife then.
You can't just blame Ares. It takes two to tango and all that.
I don't think...
Oh, bruv, do you still love her? Oh my days. Oh, I wanted to see, she doesn't love you.
Ares, this man holds your fate in his hands. I wouldn't push him if I were you.
Yeah, but it's funny.
I'm sure it would cease to be funny if you cut your dick off.
Athena, please. Can we just make a decision about this?
I think the most reasonable way to punish them would be have them both publicly humiliated.
You want to humiliate them? That's impossible.
That does seem rather pointless, Hephaestus. You could force them to walk naked through a busy town and they would happily do it.
Well, to be honest, I thought reading the letter and exposing them would be enough, but since you already knew, I'm at a loss.
They both care about their looks. Maybe you should mutilate them.
No. Absolutely not. You can take anything, but not my looks.
Yeah, be reasonable, Hephaestus.
Be reasonable. Reasonable. How can you expect me to be reasonable?
Calm down, all of you. If Hephaestus wants to tear off your faces, he can.
I don't know what I want. Can I have a day to think about it?
Of course.
Thank you.
Can we move on? Who else has a letter?
I do.
Go ahead then.
You all know I hate Athena.
The feeling is mutual, I assure you.
I wasn't talking to you. One of the main reasons I hate her is because she stole Athens from me.
I didn't steal it from you. Anyway, Athens sounds much better than Poseidonia.
Still not talking to you. I should have won that city. I gave them endless water.
It was salt water.
Just tell the story, please.
If you would stop interrupting me. You all probably remember when the town of Cecropia was looking for a god to be their patron. I thought I'd be a good fit because it's a sea town. So they would benefit from the god of the sea protecting them. I thought I would present them with a gift to sweeten the deal. An endless spring of... Yes, it was salt water. But salt water is useful for some things. I had it in the bag. Another town under my patronage. But at the last minute, they decided to go with Athena. Athena! I didn't even know she was in the running. I thought it was weird, but I didn't say anything because, Zeus, you're always telling me to stop reacting so strongly to everything. It turns out that I heard she was being considered as their patron, and she couldn't just let me have it. She had to one-up me.
It's so easy to one-up you, though. It barely takes any work at this pace.
I have to say, Poseidon, this letter seems significantly less extreme than the others.
I didn't know what the other letters were about. I just know that I'm done with Athena. I've had enough of her, and I think it's about time that we throw her off Mount Olympus.
Throw me off Mount Olympus. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
That does seem a bit much. Can't you just, battle it out like normal gods?
You must know I can't do that, Poseidon.
Why not? We'd all be better off.
Because Athena is one of the most important and powerful gods. Her place here is eternal.
I want retribution. We should Medusa her.
You never got over that one either.
You turned my lover into a gorgon!
Ah, she deserved it. She was supposed to be celibate.
No one deserves to be turned into something so ugly.
Oh, but out, Aphrodite.
No, let her speak.
Oh, now you're on her side.
I'm on anyone's side who agrees with me.
Oh, you're such a hypocrite.
I'm a hypocrite. You're the biggest hypocrite in the world. I'm Athena. I think fighting is bad unless I'm doing it. I'm so annoying and I'm always right.
You really are a child. But at least you know I'm always right.
No, I was mocking you.
Poor boy, can't even speak properly.
What was that? Was that one of you? What was it then?
It could have been Artemis, or Apollo, or Hephaestus.
Hermes, go get them. Where's Hermes? Okay, what is going on? Will somebody call all the gods back here, please?
I'll get them.
Hey, Hey, what the fuck is that?
Maybe it's Hades.
Perhaps. Hades!
Yeah,
If that's you, show yourself!
yeah, because Hades follows orders.
I don't think it's Hades. He doesn't even like being in the same room as us.
Couldn't find Hermes, but much worse in other rooms. The whole place is shaking.
What did we miss? I thought Zeus had finally gone into a bloody rage and killed you all.
We don't know. I thought it was one of you.
Well, it wasn't me or Artemis. I was trying to apologize to her.
It's not Hephaestus. He's packing to go back to Mount Etna.
I know it isn't any of you because you're all here and it's still happening.
Someone should go investigate. Anyone. Fine. I'll go.
No, I'll go. If someone has broken in, I can deal with them. Better than her.
I asked if anyone wanted to go. You're only going because I said I would.
No, I'm just better suited.
You can't be better suited when we don't know what it is.
Will one of you please just go?
Poseidon can go.
So, I hear that Ares and Aphrodite's affair is finally out.
Apollo, don't.
Just making conversation.
It is out, thank God.
Okay, I thought you'd be upset, but what do I know?
She doesn't like keeping secrets.
Who does?
I thought you'd forgiven me.
What gave you that idea?
Your eyes had forgiveness in them.
My eyes had forgiveness in them. Are you serious?
Apollo, know when to shut up, innit?
Bit rich coming from you.
He's not wrong.
Are you dumb, bruv?
Wait.
Stop banging your face! You mad?
Leave him alone!
Fucking hell,
This is
man.
all just stupid. I just want to...
Come on!
Yes, just...
So, it looks like we're being invaded.
Invaded? By who?
The Titans. They're not on their own, though. Someone's helping them get in.
Who is it?
Can you seriously not work it out? It's obviously Hermes.
I was going to say Hermes. I was.
Whatever. Are you sure it's Hermes?
Yes, I'm sure. He said he wanted to talk to you. He said he wanted to talk to you, Zeus. I said I'd ask, but he's not the only god here.
Who else is there? It's Hades, isn't it?
No, it's Hera.
Hera? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I wouldn't come here with maybes.
Why are they helping the Titans?
What did you do, Zeus?
There may have been another letter that Hera found, and she maybe isn't happy.
Was it about how much you cheat on her?
It was.
Oh, Zeus, why do you do these things?
I don't know, but that's not really our chief concern, is it?
Why is Hermes there?
Yes, why would Hermes do such a thing?
Maybe it's because you're all awful to him?
We're not awful to him.
We kind of are.
You absolutely are. You treat him like a nuisance.
He is a nuisance. He's the reason all our secrets are spilled out. And now he's invading us. Seems like a nuisance to me.
Can you not see what's happening? Hermes knew exactly how to play us. All he had to do was send out some letters to the wrong people, and he's beaten us.
I don't get it.
He knew we'd all be furious when all the secrets came out. That we would argue with each other and not solve anything. We'd be so distracted fighting that we wouldn't even notice someone invading us. We played right into his hands.
He set us up.
Evidently. So, what are we going to do?
Well, you're right about almost everything. He hasn't beaten us yet.
Did you steal that line from a children's book, fam?
Shut up, Ares. We can still defeat him. Poseidon, go and tell Hermes I'll talk to him.
Okay, if you're sure.
What are you thinking?
I'm sure. I think I have a plan, and it just might work.
Again, did you steal that line from a children's
Shut
book?
up,
Ares!
Shut up, Ares!
Is everything set up?
Yeah, we're all ready. What are you going to say to Hermes?
I don't know yet. I still can't believe he betrayed us.
I can. He's always been such a weasel. I'll go set the plan in motion.
Well, I bet you didn't see this coming.
Why Hermes?
Because I could. The Titans came up to me with the idea of sending out all the wrong letters, but I knew there was nothing interesting enough to cause a real fuss. So, we created interesting stuff. One whisper from a Titan, and Apollo was planning a ride instead. Of course, Aphrodite and Ares were an easy target, and I didn't even have to make anything up. And I knew you'd never expect me to betray you. We were so trusting. Oh, Zeus, there's no way Hermes could have done anything bad. He's too stupid.
I never said that.
Semantics. I've always been treated as a lesser god. Even though I'm part of the 12, I am. I'm sick of it. So sick of it. I guess the Titans could see that I was being underutilized. So they approached me and made me an offer. Help them take you down in exchange for a place in the new regime. It was too sweet of a deal to turn down. Once they had me on board, I told them Hera was looking for a reason to betray you. She's been very useful.
We're your family.
Some family. I never felt that way about any of you. That's why it was so easy for me to betray you. Fun almost.
I understand that you felt left out, but this is not the way to deal with it.
I didn't feel left out. I'm not a child.
Well, you're certainly acting like one.
I only came here to offer you a deal. You can give up Mountain Olympus to us without a fight, and we won't hurt you too badly. Or you can put up a fight, lose, and probably die. Your choice.
Hermes, we're not going to give up Olympus.
Fine. I don't care either way. You won't win. Fighting requires teamwork, and none of you possess that particular trait.
Right? We don't. But that doesn't mean we can't fight.
What? What does that mean? What's going on? Huh?
You'd be surprised how little teamwork feeds into fighting.
In fact, we didn't need to be a team. We just needed a rough plan.
What's this? What is this?
Well, that's just a little something I ripped up. No point trying to remove it. It won't budge. The Titans are surprisingly easy to defeat. We've done it many times before. I don't know why they bother.
Yeah, fam, they're just so weak, innit?
But what to do about you?
You're on your own, Hermes.
I'd say go outside and see for yourself. But you're our captive now. Her's escaped.
Yeah, that's a power-stopping bracelet. Similar technology to the chains I used on Hera. Thanks for reminding me of that, by the way. You're not going anywhere.
Ares, Hephaestus, take him to the dungeon.
Oh, come on, Zeus. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
I'm sure you're very sorry. And you can continue to be sorry in the dungeon.
Zeus, we need to make sure that never happens again. That was a close call.
I know. I'm not sure how we'll stop everyone from fighting constantly, but I'll come up with something. Hera really escaped?
Yes, she used the fight as a distraction. But she can't have gone far. We'll find her, Zeus.
It doesn't matter how far she's gone. I don't know if I can punish her.
I know you don't want to. But Zeus, she did invade us, and she teamed up with our eternal enemies. If you don't do something, the other gods will mutiny.
I know, you're right. I'll deal with it when we find her.
Okay, we should check the damages.
Can you do that? I need a minute alone.
Of course.
I told you it was going to be.
I can't believe that's over.
Oh, where we actually
Easier than it will be.
Of course it's in here because I don't ever have
Don't
to
call this meeting.
Hey, whoa! Okay, I'm sure you all know why I called you here. We need to decide what to do after that attempted invasion.
Wonderful. I have some ideas.
Of course you do.
Have you learned nothing?
Sorry, it's just my natural response when you speak.
We all know yesterday was a close call. We could have lost Olympus. We can't let that happen again.
What do you suggest then?
I had a meeting with Hestia this morning. I asked her if she would consider living on Olympus again.
Hestia? Why is she the solution to the problem?
Because since we decided to replace her with Dionysus, the amount of fighting between us has increased significantly. We need her here to remind us that we're a team and never let things get as bad as yesterday.
It can't be Dionysus' fault we fight. He's never here.
It's not because of him. It's because we don't have Hestia. Without her, the flame in the heart isn't as strong.
I still don't get it.
It's almost painful to not comment on that. But anyway, Hestia is the goddess of family and home, amongst other things. In order for us to remember the importance of those things, she needs to be here. It's a wonderful idea, Zeus.
Thank you. She has agreed to come back so long as we try to respect each other more.
I'll try, but I can't promise anything.
Look, I don't expect you all to become best friends, just to be less aggressive towards each other.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
What about Hermes and Hera? What are their punishments?
I think it's best they're both stripped of their powers for the foreseeable future. I've already taken any power Hermes had left. As for Hera, I can't do anything until we find her.
Do you have any idea where she is?
I have a few ideas, but don't worry. I'll find her eventually. I've already got some people looking.
She's lucky she ran yesterday. I would have shot her in the head the way Orion was.
Well, I'm glad she ran then. You know, it's not your job to decide what happens to the other gods.
I know that, but I still want her murdered. She's the reason he's dead.
I know what happened was awful, Artemis, and I'm so sorry Orion was a target.
I'm going back to Mount Etna. That's the only way to ensure I don't burn someone.
Well, yes, of course. Whatever precautions you feel are necessary.
Good idea. I'll go back to my palace under the sea. I don't know why I try to live here.
I'm going to go into the woods, get away from everything for a while. I just need to be on my own.
I think I'll go down to Earth and make some mortals fall in love with me. That's always fun.
Those are all wonderful ideas. And hopefully, if we spend some time apart, we'll come back renewed.
And having Hestia around will definitely improve things. When is she coming?
Probably tomorrow. She has some errands to tie up first.
Wonderful.
My God, this is getting a bit all too wet for me, yeah? I'm gonna leave, bruv, because, do you know what I mean? I'm not really feeling it. Hey, babes, you coming, yeah?
Sure. Bye, everyone.
Peace out, yeah? Boom.
I'll head off too. No one to stick around for now.
I think I'll go with him. Make sure he's okay.
You can all go. I was going to check on Hermes anyway.
Make sure he's not plotting again.
Even Hermes doesn't bounce back that quickly.
I just want to check on him.
Whatever you say, Zeusy boy.
I guess they've made up.
I don't think Artemis feels she can blame Apollo anymore, knowing it was all set up.
I suppose. I'm going to head. You all right on your own?
I'll be fine.
I can come with you to see Hermes. We could even get Hades and go all big three on him.
I'd actually like that.
You think Poseidonia would make it better, would sounds better than Athens, don't you?
No. It sounds absolutely ridiculous.
What? How can you even say that? No, just hang on.
No.
I'll change that. Awful angle. Look at that, like this bad shadow. Wait now. Give me 2 seconds.
Mr. Angles, that's what I'm going to call him from now on.
Angles.
So now you're... Look where you think you should be looking at each other. Perfect. 10 out of 10.
I think you know exactly how I am.
Okay, we'll start. I'm going to turn up a mic and jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber, jibber jabber.
Perfect.
Jibber jabber.
How do you say jibber jabber?
Jibber
Jibber jabber. Jibber jabber.
When you want me to look at Mikey, should I literally just go like this?
Yes. That looks so good. Me
Is it on
looking at
scene
Mikey
4?
there was perfect. What did you say, Cormac? Sorry?
It's scene 4, isn't it? Just double checking.
3.
3, scene 3.
Hello. Is it world-renowned director and scriptwriter Nuala Maunder? Well, yes, it is. Why are you giving me a face?
So the issue here, really, what we're going to try and do is, I went through scene 3, and there are some directions, like, for example, at the beginning, Zeus looks at Ares when Ares snickers or whatever. So we are going to try, and so on Nuala's screen, everyone's in an order, okay, and everyone's screen has a different order. So Nuala's recording, so whatever her screen says is what we're going with. in a minute, we're going to have to, like, just me and Nuala are going to turn off our cameras, because when that happens, the order shifts around again. So we'll do that in a minute, and then we'll write down and tell
This
everyone.
is where you are on my screen at the moment. If you're looking at Aphrodite, everybody look where you think Aphrodite is. Okay. Everybody look at Aphrodite one more time. It's the other direction, James.
It was too sweet of a deal to turn down. Once they had me on board, I told them Hera was looking for a reason to betray you. She's been very useful.
We're your family.
One whisper from a Titan, and Apollo was applying. She was bloody. What was she doing? She was fuck. Can we say that again? Sorry, lads. Fuck. I read the wrong fucking thing.
Yeah, that's fine. We can start it again. Nope. It's one that I have. Oh yeah. So just for you, Hephaestus, oh, what is that?
That's my sister trying to make a bloody thing with the NutriBullet, so I get her to stop that.
Oh.
I have all this fabric. Maybe I could make like some weird.
Aphrodite's in her own little love cocoon. Section says Hermes makes a break for a door, but Apollo and Artemis are standing in front of it. That section, I want you all to do a fight pose. You like a, you know, yeah, you can, yeah, exactly. The gun is perfect for you. So it's top left is Aphrodite.
That's Gillian, right? Yeah. Okay.
Then Nick Hephaestus is in the middle, top. And then Zeus, Ali, top right. And in motion.
Then I like to know it.
You got the motion.
I like to know it. You got the motion.
Okay, so next we will practice looking at Aries. Isn't that so exciting? Word for word, because I really...
Cool.
Just the vibe, you know, we're going for a vibe.
Nice one.
Can't see me, but I'm doing a hand movement that really signifies vibe. Yes, exactly. That's exactly the hand movement I'm doing, Mikey. That honestly is. That's what it is.
So.
Okay, I'm
Sightings up at the top.
Am I looking at James this way? Is that James there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
perfect. Spot on.
Wait, so where's Dev now?
Hannah's just sent in a new
Oh,
photo.
okay. No worries. Brilliant.
Where Dev has disappeared.
Wait,
Oh, there she is.
am I still in the same position?
Hannah kicked Cormac out.
Fair enough.
He deserved it.
Hi, Cormac.
What's going on, Harry? I did that. I think it just keeps kicking me out and then kicking me back in.
that was Hannah.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Oh, accidentally.
So do you want to, could we turn on our cameras and I can get a picture of everybody before Cormac leaves?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if people are happy with that. So it's like our cast.
Jesus, get a good angle now.
Do you want me to turn on my camera as well, Aoife?
Yeah, hon, of course. And if Hannah wants to jump in.
And lads, thanks for everything as well. I really appreciate it. It's been absolutely great. Like, I know weird times, like it's kind of a pity we're not doing it in the room, but in many ways this has been just as good. So thanks so much, and I really appreciate the effort that you've all put in.
Thank you.
And you too, Cormac. Okay, so everybody smile. Let me see. I might have to get my phone in it.
I look like a mouse.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
And smile. Say alpha.
Alpha.
Alpha.